The Sok Dynasty is part of the semi-Bantus of Tiku origin, who are believed to have migrated to their present site from the Tiba-Tibanyo Ondobo areas, that is the Ngaundere area.
Succession dispute is traced to a woman called Ngonso. There was a succession dispute in which her elder brother was bypassed for a step-brother, and as a result they went into exile. As the brother was going into exile, he did not want the sister to follow. So as the sister discovered she could not be the sheep, she started following. Along the Mbam River, the two senior brothers, they crossed the Mbam River and then they cut the bridge. That being unable to follow with her own followers, now she had to go upstream and try to cross the river. Consequently, she lost her brothers, she lost count of her brothers, and then she settled on Bonso, from Bonso to Nzonso, and eventually to Kofi, which now she met what is called in the Mtanso or the Misali. Because the Mtanso chief died without a male successor, the son of Ngonso was now, whom he had hitherto adopted, was crowned the first one of Mso. Le was crowned the first one of Mso, and that is how now the people of Mso now became to be amalgamated with the Visalis to form the nucleus of the Mso society. From there, about 18 funds are rolled in Kolfu, and that kind of thing, and then eventually from Kolfu, because of the attacks from the jihadists, that is the Muslim jihadists from the north, eventually they migrated to Tavisa, from Tavisa back to Kolfu, and eventually to Kumbu, where we are now today. Since the founding of the dynasty by this lady Yang Gonzo in 1394, about 28 funds are ruled, so 18 at Kovifun, and then 1 at Tavisa, and 9 in Kumbu. Yeah, there are 9 in Kumbu, but we so far have 7 pictures of 7. This one is Sembum the second, 1875 to 1907. He was the one that breached the German and the British colonial. Then there is Mapri took over from him in 1907 and then ruled to 1910, only for 3 years. Then Nga Bifon the first ruled from 1910 to 1947 and then handed over to Mbigilo, who is called as Sembum the third, who also ruled from 1947 to 1972. Then handed over to Bifon the second, who ruled from 1972 to 1983. Then handed over to Bifon the third, who ruled from 1983 to 1993, and then to the present Fon, who took over from 1993. So what we're saying in essence is that this is the man who breached the German and the British rule here in South. Yeah, he is called Kimfolki Kechisong because he was convinced and executed by the Germans. This one is Kimfolki Kechisong because he died along the way to Bamenda on a German convocation. This one is equally called Kimfolki Kesala. He died prematurely on a Salah day.
The present Sok Palace exhibits the rigid social and political organization characteristic of the semi-Bantus, which, although is haunted by the forces of change, has been able to survive these forces to an extent. The Fon, who for now is Sembing Lo the First, is the main custodian of the people's land and tradition. And his major role is to administer justice to his subjects and preside over meetings. But how is the present Sok Palace structured?
Well, in Soklang, Yengwerong is a family of the Chinas who cannot succeed in the truth here. They are caretaker, they are like soldiers guiding the phone. And that is where it comes out from. This is on part of Yengwerong. Yengwerong used to give out announcement on several occasions. They go up to the market and then announce anything that is happening in the country, either by witch stealing, all the like, and then he has the time to tell. Yengirina is for the princess. It's the princess, those who can be returned in the palace. they have their own house up there. And for them, they don't have the very power like Yamwerong, I mean. So that is in between, but they dress the same in tradition. The hall for the prince and princesses where they drink the jam from top every Sunday. This is the hall where everybody is celebrate. Members celebrate every day with wine. Then they have wine for them to drink. Ngai. Where when the son lost or died, that is it. This is where they assemble to mourn for her. Every women they are here, and there's a certain pot where wine is being laid there for everybody, like Shufai, Sheya, and so on, to come and put in member for drinking. Yeah, these are graves of queens. When they die, they are buried here. That's where they are being buried. But this is a symbolic for every dry season. Before any dry season start, the front enters here and slaughter fowls to call peace for the country. The place, as you see, the comfort there is made from Gumba, and when the woods are packed here, nobody touches it except the China. And this is where the sun comes out from the dwelling place. That's the place. Nobody is here. And then you only see nothing here, nobody else except those on them. Here we are in the second court of the first second court, and this is where, when there is a case or anything very striking, the phone comes out from there and then settle the matter.
So where are we now again?
We are here in the first court, where seated are the Shufais and nobles, and so. And they are seated here. They have in rank, rising from rank up to the and then that is where the sun comes out. When any occasion, anybody is here free for anybody feel free to be here. Then the phone comes out. If there's any down or the place. Over there you find where people are sitting in the china of the people. You find the honored people, the honored Shufais who have been honored, like the man coming from America. He has to share from that calabash to show that he has honored calabash. It is called Ngib Vibai. We are in the field, the first inner court of the first court of the palace and so. And where you see with the peace, it meant for peace. Where it is covered like that is where the front stone will be head and everybody to sit. Then here you will have the Shufais. There you will have the Tanto, which they are not there now. They are not present now.
Who are these people?
You see the people seated, the seven of the man. These are the queens. These are the queens of the queens. And they have been also anointed like the Shufai. They have their various houses and compounds where they do it.
The Kimbum Fon. Among several traditional rites performed in the South Land is the Kimbum Fon, or Thanksgiving pilgrimage to the Fon of the Soul.
Setup is paying allegiance, paying homage to the Fon of the Soul, That is, if you are crowned, you are given a title in so you have to come and pay homage. That you will respect the laws of the land, that you will follow the Tso tradition as it is. And there is nothing significant in Tso tradition more than fetching firewood for the elders. That is why you see the people carrying firewood. It is symbolic that you are going to honor your father. That is all about it.
The process begins with a firewood procession to the font. The process ushered the main guest into the inner palace to acquaint him or herself with its setup and functioning. The process is marked by serious traditional dances at the palace plaza.